Glad to have you join us in another edition of Political Arena. On today's edition, we will be taking a close look at the impeachment saga of the governor of Adamawa State, Murtala Nyako, and the charges that have been leveled against him. Also, the reaction of the All Progressives Congress to the grounded governors who were barred from entering Ekiti State. This and more will be a focus in this edition of Political Arena. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Do join us when we return from this break.
Core TV News, expanding your view.
Welcome back. It is often said that in politics there is no permanent friend or enemy, but permanent interest. This describes the case of the People's Democratic Party leader and former governor of Ekiti State, Segun, who recently with his supporters joined forces with the ruling All Progressives Congress. Other PDP chieftains who followed Oni to APC were former Commissioner for Information Taiwo Olatunbosu, ex-Commissioner for Local Government Affairs Abiodun Bamiteko, former Commissioner for Lands Kayode Babade, a serving member of the House of Assembly Bumi Oriniowo, former Majority Leader Lai Oke, ex-Special Advisor on Strategy Ben Oguntuashe. Oni's defection, however, took some of his associates in PDP by surprise, as many have thought that this could be a time to take his pound of flesh, since those who cast his exit from the seat of power are in the race. There is also the belief that he may have been influenced by former President Olusegun Obasanjo to leave the party and work with Fayemi. Besides, the Ekiti APC had commenced mass recruitment of key figures in PDP, many of who were associates and former aides of Oni. For instance, many chairmen of local governments who served during Oni and Faje were convinced to come aboard in the exercise. With this defection, the die is cast and dynamics keep on changing by the day. In whatever way the current scenario is looked at, not a few observers of the view that Oni's defection may well be the game changer for the All Progressives Congress come 2015 general elections. Let's hear what Segun has to say about his defection.
We would have heard of recent that Segun is likely to match with APC, and there's no doubt about this, and it's not more in the realm of a rumor. And Segun is not dumping or is not decamping. Segun with his team, we are marching to make sure that we deliver this state from the shackles of the pre-2007 election.
Baba is a father, he has many children, and if the children will have to square up on the street, he is not going to side up with one. He is not going to go all out to flog one for the other. First and foremost, Nigeria should be considered, and the interest of Nigeria should be considered. And that's what we are doing. And I'm sure Baba will be very proud of us because we are trying to take after him. PDP is actually a product in its decline state now, period. And it can only go down. It can't go up now because once you hit a decline, it's a slippery terrain, downhill. It's a slippery terrain, downhill. So I can't see the possibility of any other party other than the APC winning the next general elections.
Members of the Adamawa State Assembly directed the clerk of the House to pass an impeachment notice on Governor Murtala Nyako and his deputy. Indications of possible impeachments of the governor became rife following moves by the lawmakers to investigate the expenditures of the state government. In what could be seen as a step towards the impeachment process, the Assembly had ordered the arrest of 4 commissioners for their failure to appear before the lawmakers. These moves have, however, led to fear of impeachment process against the governor, as the lawmakers had appeared complicit in checking the exercise of the executive. Governor Murtala Nyako of Adamawa State and his deputy Balangalari, a lawyer, have been ordered to serve an impeachment notice by the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ahmed Fintiri, for gross misconduct and mismanagement of the state resources. The State House of Assembly, which is controlled by the People's Democratic Party, in its sitting, unanimously agreed to serve Governor Nyako and Ngelari an impeachment notice for gross misconduct. The impeachment notice was signed by 19 of the 25 lawmakers. Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Kwamotu Lowry, moved the motion for the impeachment of the governor, noting that the governor has committed acts of gross misconduct in his performance of his constitutional responsibilities as the governor of Adamawa State, but could not lay any allegation against the deputy. Lowry was also a lawyer and represents Newman Federal constituencies in the Assembly, based the submission on 20 grounds of financial misconduct by the governor. Fraudulent diversion of 23 billion of Adamawa State workers' salary for September and October 2011. Illegal deduction and diversion of the sum of 142 million annulment of Adamawa State workers in May 2014. Diversion of 120 million naira public funds to sponsor fictitious visits of Buhari to Adamawa State to commiserate with victims of insurgency in Madagali and Michiko local government areas. Extra budgetary expenditure of fictitious special assistance and another 166 million naira on personal assistance in 2013. Fraudulent award of contracts of over 8 billion naira through SCA and OU Group of Companies Limited, a company linked to one of the governor's wife, to siphon public funds without delivering any services to the people of Adamawa State. Corrupt siphoning of the sum of 300 million naira public funds through a company, Hydrosource Resources Limited, in the name of construction of movie bypass without mobilizing to site or any construction are carried along after collecting 300 million naira from Adamawa State funds. Gross violation of the oath of office by outrageous patronage and dominance of family and friends in the discharge of government's business, such as funds in the MDG's office, the SPPU, and Ministry of Health. Gross violation of Section 120 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and gross misappropriation and diversion of internally generated revenue for personal use to the detriment of Adamawa State. Squandering the sum of 4.8 billion naira and 7.1 billion in 2012 and 2013 respectively through the office of the Secretary to the state government against budgetary approvals and not in the interest of the people of Adamawa. Expenditure of exorbitant sum of 2.5 billion as other miscellaneous expenses through the Internal Affairs and Special Services Department. Extra budgetary procurement of fertilizers and diversion of proceeds from the sale of fertilizers from 2007 to date. The MDG's office in Adamawa State is managed by Governor Nyako's close relatives and has squandered 220 million naira and 786 million naira in budgeted state funds in 2013 for the implementation of MDG's programs in the state. Diversion of over 400 million naira out of the 500 million naira federal government intervention fund for flood victims in Adamawa State 2011. Diversion of government funds through the illegal importation of hospital equipment to the tune of 156 million naira, which the state still owes the contractor. An illegal acquisition of containerized mobile workshop for vocational training centers. Corruption and extra budgetary award of contracts for the construction of army barracks. Contrary to Section 120(2)(3)(4) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, squandering of Adamawa State Scholarship Trust Fund, shoddy conception and operation of Adamawa German Hospital, and extra budgetary service of the Adamawa German Hospital, managed by close relatives to Governor Nyako. Reckless expenditure of public funds contrary to Section 121, subsection 4A and B of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Abuse of office in violation of Adamawa State law by appointing his wife, Alima Nyako, as the chairman, Adamawa State Action Committee on AIDS, contrary to the SACA law. Its government is popularly nicknamed Government of Family and Friends. Overbearing strangulation of the local government area and extortion of local government funds in the name of joint projects and security challenges in Mubi and other parts of Adamawa State. This leaves many local government areas with nothing to pay workers' entitlements. The government is also known to consistently contravene Section 168, 60 and 8 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The notice of allegation of gross misconduct was supported, signed, and delivered by the following members of the House of Assembly: Also, the Deputy Governor Bala James Nglari was not left out of the impeachment saga. He was also accused of a 6-count charge of gross misconduct.
Sequel to the constitutional matter brought by the member representing Numan and the Deputy Speaker, drawing my attention to Section 188(1) of the Constitution, I have perused the allegations that has laid before me, and it has actually satisfied the provision of that Constitution. It has been signed by not less than 19 members of this Honorable House. And by the powers conferred on me by the same Constitution, Section 188(2), I hereby direct the clerk to serve the same notice on His Excellency, the Governor of Adamawa State, Vice Admiral Murtala H. Nyaku, and all the 25 honorable members of this Honorable House. Thank you.
Constitutionally, I'm supposed to serve the affected officers directly and not by proxy. So you can see that I went to the government house, everywhere was locked up. In short, we were not able to serve the notice because we had no access to the offices because they were all locked up. We are still in the process of doing that. One cannot say exactly how long the process will last or when it is going to end, but we'll continue to see how best we can go about it and see, no matter how long it takes, we want to serve it directly because that's how it is provided for.
It's wrong. This is not the time for you to bring up all of these issues, whether you want to impeach the governor, the deputy governor, all of them at the same time, because it sends a lot of signals that is bad. A lot of people will take you as a selfish assembly.
My company, Hydrosource and Resources, did not receive 300 million naira for Mubi bypass. We collect advance payment in Mubi bypass, but not 300 million naira as the House of Assembly quoted in their allegation on Hydrosource. I'm here to protect the company, not me as a person.
We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll bring a report on the reaction of the All Progressives Congress on the order to restrain some APC governors and chieftains from attending the last mega rally of the APC in Ado-Ekiti. Stay with us. Efforts by some All Progressives Party governors to attend the party's mega rally in support of Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi re-election was frustrated by armed security operatives who halted the movement to Ado-Ekiti, citing orders from both. The mega rally, which was the APC final rally for the last Saturday's governorship election, took place at the newly constructed State Pavilion in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital. The APC governors that were prevented from the security operatives from attending the event are River State Governor Rotimi Amechi, Governor Rabiu Musa Kakwanso of Kano, Governor Aliyu Wamako of Sokoto, and Comrade Adams Oshomede of Edo State. The All Progressives Congress reacted to what they described as an unwarranted and childish abuse put on them by President Goodluck Jonathan, and Rotimi Amechi narrated his audio.
Several APC governors were prevented from attending the rally. The helicopter that was to ferry my own governor, Comrade Adams Oshomale of Edo State, from Benin to Akure, was not even given permission to take off. because, as usually is claimed, they got orders from abroad. Meanwhile, the plain-bearing Governor Amechi of Rivers State, who is also chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, was, who knows, maybe due to an oversight, was allowed to land at Akure. However, his convoy was stopped in the middle of nowhere at the border with Ekiti, and he was not allowed to proceed on his journey to Ado Ekiti. Governor Meji was subjected to unacceptable treatment. A governor, a serving governor, held up in the middle of nowhere, in the highway.
I landed safely. I hear they have queried the Port Harcourt airport for letting me fly. Should you stop anybody from flying? The answer is no. There is no law in Nigeria. Okay, so I landed at Akure Airport. We were received by 2-3 policemen from Ekiti that were to take us to Ekiti. The boundary between Ekiti and Ondo is about 4 kilometers of thick forest. Thick forest. Then I saw about 15 soldiers carrying guns. As soon as they saw me, they all cocked guns and they were positioned. I still wasn't afraid because I thought maybe they are searching to see if you are carrying anything. Believing that as a governor, they wouldn't even search me, would go. But if they wanted to search me, I was willing to be searched. And then 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, my people got back to me. So what's going on? Why can't we go? Another vehicles are going. They said, we are on order not to allow Governor Amechi to get into Ekiti. I said, just me or all the APC governors? They say, you, that already you have Governor Rocha Sokorocha and Governor Mosun in Ekiti. At that point, my desire to assert my own rights came in. So I said, okay, why do you say I wouldn't go to Ekiti? Can they call us the captain? He said he will not get close to me. So he didn't get close to me. I sat there for upwards of 30 minutes to 1 hour. And I said, okay, well, these are soldiers, they are carrying guns, we are in a bush, no community here. Between we and them. No, if you know me, I won't be afraid. I'm a Catholic Christian. The first thing I do when I meet such situation is to pray for my soul so I can go to heaven. Once I pray that God, I want to go to heaven, you can kill after. My fear is not death, it's where do I go after death. But at that time I had not made that prayer, and I can tell you why I made the prayer. I said, okay, I was with Dr. Gumbi, who pleaded with me that we should reverse. So we turned. As we were going, I got a call from the party hierarchy to say, we are aware of what is happening, we are coming to meet you, so wait. So I stopped. Only to turn my back, they were following me. After about 5 to 6 to 7 kilometers of driving, you still followed me here. So at that point, I insisted that I was going nowhere anymore, and I stayed put in that position. And they gave me 20 minutes to move or they will shoot me. I said, and all my people panicked. My security panicked, Dr. Gumbi panicked, my CPS panicked, everybody must go, must go. I said, now I'm ready for the shooting. So I made my prayer. And I made my prayer, I said, I'm ready for the shooting. I will not leave here. So I stayed put, 20 minutes passed, they came back and said, they give us 10 more minutes or they will be forced to shoot. I said, they better start shooting because at the 10 minutes I'll still be here. While I was there, then APC sent, the party sent Lai Mohammed, wrote me Akere Dolu, right? And Shevuloni, and senator. I was senator. So I came down at that point to address the gentleman, the captain, who came forward. Why won't I go in? Say that is the order. They will speak no more. It is that I must live here. I must not get into Ekiti. I said, but this is not Ekiti. This is now Ondo. He refused. Now, if you observe very well, there was somebody I sent a text, only one person. I said, I think at this point my life is in danger. Why did I say that to the person? At Kano Airport, why I left Kano Airport and decided that I must head back to this thing was because immediately they locked all the gates into the airport. I saw an army vehicle with a machine gun mounted on top of it. 5 armed men walked into the airport with that, drove into the airport, into the tarmac where I was, with an army vehicle with a machine gun mounted on top. Again, my mind warned me that it looks that these people are looking for my life. So immediately my security decided that we must leave here and not even sleep in Kano. And that's why we drove straight back to Abuja. Because to them, they can contain the danger on the road than to try to contain danger where you have a crowd shouting that they were fighting for a new emir and I could be killed and they would claim it wasn't the federal government. So we better leave back to this. So that was exactly what happened. And from what I've told you here, you know that if I wasn't careful, they were after my life.
The election of Ibrahim Dasuku Jallow as the national youth leader of the All Progressives Congress has continued to stir controversy both within and outside the party. Apart from the fact that many feel the position should have gone to a younger person, a fresh controversy has arisen over what could be the real age of the youth leader. While the APC has put the age of Jallow at 43, many have contended that he is much older than that given the number of years he has been in active politics, where he rose to be chairman of Gombe local government area in 2007. A coalition of pro-democracy youth organizations under the auspices of Youth Initiative for Advocacy, Growth and Advancement also condemned the APC for choosing Jallow as national youth leader of the party. The national youth leader, according to the APC constitution, is responsible for mobilization of youth for the attainment of party objectives, initiating and implementing strategic programs that would endear the party to Nigerian youth, and performing such function as may be assigned to him. The All Progressives Congress reacted to this allegation, and this is what they have to say.
1. The youth leader was born on the 30th of April 1971, and we challenge anybody who has a contrary information to come forward. All we've had is that he contested for House of Reps in 2011, and there he claimed to be 49. The father of Jallow is alive. The birth certificate, we have it. 2, as of the time Jallow went for screening, there was no age limit as to who can be youth leader in our party. Amendment was made on the floor of the convention, after which he had been screened and he had been cleared to contest. Now, there are 2 schools of thought. Would an amendment that took place at the eve of on the night of convention, is it for future elections or for present one? And these are issues that I believe we are going to sort out.
And that's all we have for you on today's edition of Political Arena. Do join us for another fresh episode next time. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. Till then, it's bye for now.
Core TV News, expanding your view.